Close your eyes. Now imagine waking up in a completely different world. This time, you're not watching the story, you're living it. You are right there in the stands. The air itself, it literally feels electric against your skin. Tonight, you're stepping off the sidelines and straight into the ultimate unrestricted superhero showdown. Team Captain America facing off against Team Iron Man in a lawless, full-power football match. Welcome to the stadium. No rules, full intensity. Okay, let's dive right into this electric atmosphere as the opening whistle blows. Right out of the gate, Iron Man shows us exactly what no rules actually means. He doesn't even bother dribbling, you guys. Instead, he just charges up and blasts the ball forward with a massive repulsor charge. The ball rockets down the pitch at a terrifying supersonic speed. The whole crowd gasps in sheer shock. I mean, you really have to ask yourself, can this even be called football anymore? And that brings us to a moment of pure, immediate suspense. So can vision stop a full-on repulsor blast? The ball is screaming toward the net, just a total blur of leather and kinetic energy. But standing right there in the goal for Team Cap is Vision. And he isn't flinching. He's standing completely, almost eerily still as this unstoppable force barrels directly toward him. Well, just as the ball is about to take his head off, Vision simply phases his body forward. He literally lets the ball pass harmlessly right through his intangible form, and then, with just terrifying precision, he solidifies on the other side to catch it totally clean. The stadium erupts into an absolute uproar. Nobody in the history of the sport has ever seen a save quite like that. All right, moving on to first strikes and saves, powers on the pitch. We're about to see how these heroes integrate their combat skills into rapid midfield play. So Captain America takes immediate control on the counterattack. He's sprinting down the field, ball at his feet, iconic shield strapped firmly to his back. Black Widow sees an opening and lunges in for this vicious interception. But Cap is a master tactician, right? He pivots at the absolute last second, unstraps his shield, and uses it as a literal bounce pad to perfectly redirect the ball right past her. It's just a brilliant, fluid-out maneuver. And this brilliantly illustrates where the rules of physics get thrown completely out the window. The ball rolls towards Scarlet Witch near midfield. She doesn't even use her feet. Glowing red energy wraps entirely around the ball, lifting it slightly off the turf, and she effortlessly curves it through 3 defending players in an impossible physics-defying arc. The ball is magnetically drawn toward the top corner of the net. The tension in the stadium is unbearable right now. It looks like a guaranteed goal. But standing in the net for Team Iron Man is War Machine. He raises his heavily armored arms and deploys a small, concentrated energy shield directly in the ball's magical path. Boom! The ball slams against the barrier and bounces harmlessly away. That's an unbelievable save number 2, keeping the score deadlocked. Midfield superpowered chaos. The momentum shifts. Keep your eyes on the chaotic, high-speed shifts happening constantly across the pitch. Suddenly, Spider-Man just swings in from the sidelines. It is this one incredibly fluid motion. He shoots a web line, snatches the loose ball right out of midair, lands perfectly on his feet, and fires it toward the goal before anyone can even blink. It's an astonishing display of agility and situational awareness. The shot is an absolute bullet. But Bucky dives in at full speed, throwing his entire body into the line of fire. At the absolute last possible second, he deflects the screaming ball away with his metal arm. A massive, deafening clang echoes through the stadium. The crowd jumps to their feet in sheer disbelief at the reflex speed. Let's move to Team Cap Strikes First, the aerial assault. Let's see how this builds to the very first true breakthrough of this nail-biting match. The action completely moves to the skies. It's an incredible display of aerial teamwork. Falcon takes flight, weaving seamlessly through the chaotic airspace above the field. Back on the ground, Hawkeye spots him and delivers a flawless, perfectly timed precision pass straight up. Falcon catches the trajectory, tucks his wings, and dives downward, delivering a wildly powerful header straight toward the goal. War Machine dives for it, extending his armored reach to the absolute limit. His metal fingers brush the leather of the ball, but it's not enough. Goal! The stadium absolutely explodes. Team Captain America officially draws first blood, taking a massive 1-0 lead. Next up, Iron Man's swift equalizer, the counteroffensive, because Iron Man is entirely unbothered by that goal. He immediately launches his own high-speed airborne counter-offensive. He takes to the air, circling like a hawk before blazing down from above with the ball gripped tightly. His repulsors are firing at maximum output for extra speed. Vision braces himself in the goal, phasing partially to intercept the incoming blast. But Iron Man doesn't shoot. He fakes out Vision at the very last microsecond and delivers a stunning surprise pass across the box. Waiting right there is Black Panther, and with lethal precision, Black Panther slams the ball home from point-blank range. It's an unstoppable strike. And just like that, the game is tied at 1-1. This rapid-fire equalizer is keeping absolutely everyone on the edge of their seats. Finally, the final whistle blows. Everything on the line. The clock is running out, and both teams are throwing absolutely everything they have onto the pitch. Now, what's really interesting about this next play is how Team Cap desperately orchestrates their final offensive. Scarlet Witch and Vision combine their powers to create an impossible drive. She uses her telekinesis to lift the ball and drive it forward, while Vision flies directly alongside it, phasing his body to act as an impenetrable, shifting shield against any desperate defenders. It's an unstoppable, dual-powered vanguard. The tension hits an absolute boiling point here. Can War Machine's shield hold against this ultimate combo? This combined magical and synthetic force is rocketing straight toward the net. War Machine is the only thing left in its path. He plants his feet, braces for the impact, and routes maximum power to his energy shield. It is literally the immovable object against the unstoppable force. The ball violently connects with War Machine's energy shield, and for one heart-stopping, breathless split second, the barrier holds. It looks like the ultimate save is complete. But the sheer combined kinetic and magical force is just too much. The energy shield cracks, fractures, and completely shatters into a million pieces of hard light as the ball rips right through and crosses the line. And there it is. The referee blows the final whistle. The score stands at 2-1 for Team Captain America. Across the torn-up pitch, Captain America gives a simple, respectful nod to Iron Man. There's no bitterness, just the acknowledgement of an incredible battle. Iron Man, of course, being ever dramatic, throws his hands up in the air and loudly mutters to his team about filing an official protest with the league. But, the crowd couldn't care less about protests. They just witnessed the greatest, most chaotic football match in the history of any universe. And this explainer brilliantly illustrates what happens when you take full powers, full chaos, and full heart, and put it on a football pitch. So I have to ask you, based on the strategies and the saves we just witnessed, who do you think truly deserved the win? Let me know, and tell us which fictional world we should step into next. I'll see you in the next one.